Hi there. So today I wanted to go over a tool that I built called Quickmarks Manager. I built this tool because I didn't like how Quickmarks in your scene, when you do control 1 and 1, I didn't like how I often forgot what numbers were assigned to what. And so I built this tool as a solution to that problem. It's a tool that allows text binding with labels to quickly search and click on exactly what quick mark you want in your scene. So for example, I'm in here in Fire Setup, and let's say I want to go into my stage context. So I'll just click stage, and now I'm in my stage context. Let's say I want to go back to what I was. I could go here, or I could just say, let's say I want to go somewhere else. Let's say I want to go here. And you can see what happens when I click on an entry. It actually zooms in to the area that I have saved in when I save this bookmark. And so it actually saves your view, just like Quickmarks does. It's just in a programmatic way. And the benefit now is that we can see visually by text what Quickmark we are selecting. I wanted to point out that this tool is a Python panel, but it is also a shelf tool as well. And the reason I just closed is because I have it set up to close if there's another window. But you can also pull it out and set it over on your other monitor. It's just however you want to work. If you want to dock it into a panel, you can do that. Or if you want to pull it out, you can do that as well. So when you first open up a scene or, have a new scene, whatever, you won't have any entries in this tool, as you can see here. It is up to you how you create these entries on your own for your own scene when you go to creating these entries. You can make it very organized or not organized at all. It's useful when starting to build your Quickmarks to think about these in terms of categories, and this will help you build something called tags or filter presets, if you will. So let's say I want to build a bunch of presets for Axiom. So I would make like an Axiom category, and so the way we would do that is we would make a few entries here. Let's make our first entry called like Axiom setup 1, say. And then down here, this is where we're actually caching it. So we can highlight these and we can say Axiom cache. Okay. So now we have 2 selection sets and view sets. We have Axiom setup 1 and we have Axiom cache. This isn't a great naming system so far, but what this will allow us to do is create a category called Axiom. So if we come up here to filter labels, we can type Axiom, and of course, since Axiom matches both entries in the list, nothing changes to the list itself. And then what we can do is we can say add tag. And this will create a tag or a filter preset, if you will, to very quickly just select something that you're gonna use often in this tool. And this will help navigation a lot. So let's set up another, just to demonstrate what this is. Let me set up another quick mark here to camera. So I'm gonna make a new entry here called camera. And again, it's going to save my node selection set and where I was in the viewport. So you just be kind of mindful of where you are in the viewport when you save these bookmarks. Add bookmark. And so now when I click Axiom, you'll see the camera disappears, but the Axiom labels appear. So if we cut that off, let's make another filter called camera, since you're likely going to use this filter pretty often. So we're going to say add tag, and then now camera is a tag here. Now, let's say you have a bunch of these and you want to quickly find your camera. Oh, I don't feel like typing camera in here. Okay. Oh, I have a filter preset right here. Camera. There it is. It's really quick and easy to find it. So like I'm showing, it's up to you how you organize your scene and how you do this. It's all completely on your own. And you can rename these too. So like, let's say you're not happy with how this one's named. You can click on it, enter a new label. So say it's Axiom cache. Let's say you want to call it that instead. You can then rename it. And now you can see it is sorted by alphabet. So then let's say you want to rename this one to Axiom setup, and let's rename that one. Now, the reason this works is because it is not case sensitive. I coded this to case sensitive, and what's really cool is most filters I know of don't do this. And I found that I really wanted this when I was developing this. I wanted a way to split the string up so that you can do multiple entries. It doesn't have to be cache. It doesn't have to be Axiom cache. You can split it up however you want. So it could be Axiom CA, and that would still work. You could do HE, and that would also work. You can split it up however you want. And this is really useful if you only know a partial string, or you're just like flying through this, you're just trying to quickly find what you need, you can do it this way. You can split up your filters by spaces and it would still work because all those characters are in this particular entry. Let's say we aren't happy with this particular axiom setup. So you click on this selection and entry. Let's say we instead want to change it to highlight all these nodes instead of just this one node. So you select all the nodes you want to save and you adjust your viewport however you want, and then you hit replace bookmark, and it'll say, are you sure you want to replace the selected bookmark, which is this one? And you say yes. And now when you select this, now it is now replaced with this selection set. So here's a good example of replacing. Right now when I click file caches, affects file caches, it's currently selecting this sticky note here as well. And by the way, yes, this tool does work with items as well, so sticky notes. And it is selecting all the file caches, but I don't want this particles to be included, this sticky note to be included, so I'm just gonna control marquee select that particles sticky note, and I'm gonna say replace bookmark and say yes. And now when I click it, when I go over here, it says 5 nodes selected, and it's just all these nodes. And so that's a good example of the replacement. Let's say we are not happy with this axiom setup. Let's say we want to get rid of it completely. You would select it first and you would say delete bookmark, and it says, are you sure you want to delete the selected bookmark? And we say yes, and it's as simple as that. So this Quickmarks JSON file will be included in the tool, and it's just a way to set up some environment variables for us to help us customize the tool a little bit more. So this first entry here, this Quickmarks filter name only, is true by default. And this means that it is not going to search the path as well as the name, but is only going to search the name. If I have that environment variable set to false, then it's like, let's say I searched popnet1, then it would have that included in here if that wasn't the case. So you see what happens when I edit the environment variable to say false. This is what happens. When I say popnet1, it will actually show that path. Or let's say fire setup. If I say fire setup, then everything that's inside fire setup will be displayed. So I didn't want that. I wanted it to be name only, so that's why I'm saying true here. And then when I reopen the tool, now popnet won't show anything. Let's do the other one. Let's find one that is set up already for us. So let's say this one. Let's select this one and we'll say replace bookmark and say yes. And now when I select this, now you see what happened. It actually displays it. So that's that. And then if we set this to false again and set this to Quickmarks, and then I come over here. Well, let me do that. And see, it doesn't automatically display it. So that's the idea. Find those two settings. And if you guys want more settings, just let me know. So this Quickmarks JSON file is the actual file that gets created on disk. So it actually will save your Quickmarks JSON file in your hip directory, which is great in most cases. And if you need that change, just let me know. But let's actually open this up and look at it. And what you can do is you can literally just copy that file and paste it into a different file if you want to keep the same settings for a different file for whatever reason. So if you're moving from shot to shot, like in a sequence, if you're working on a sequence, you have shot to shot, you can move it over to copy those bookmarks over. So this is the internals of this tool. And if I just come up here and I say fold all, you can see everything that it is. So these are all the tags or filter presets that you have. And then these are all the Quickmarks that we have set up here. And then if I expand one with shift, so bounds, this is the network bounds. This is like the viewport area. Node selected is the nodes that are selected or items that are selected. And the path is where we were in the network. So this is all the information we need to actually go about setting this up. So that's it. Just wanted to kind of break down the JSON file a little bit so you have a little bit more understanding. All right, guys. Well, that is the Quickmarks Bookmark Manager, whatever you want to call it. So that's about it. I think I've covered my bases here with the filters, adding, replacing, deleting, and that's about it. It's really just a tool for managing your Quickmarks. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you find it useful. I know I found it very useful for complex scenes. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys later.